Alright, everyone. Welcome back to Resident Evil 3. We're going to be finishing up the story tonight. Last time we left off, Diego was in the chat. He let me know I got probably about an hour and a half left, so we're going to go through this pretty quick. It'll probably take about 15 to 20 minutes to share my thoughts, and if Diego, and summarize my thoughts on the game, the single-player portion of it, at least. There'll still be stuff to do. Like new difficulty unlocked, so we'll probably stream later, but it's gonna be a while before we do that, and since I platinum Resident Evil 2, we're gonna platinum Resident Evil 3 as well, probably within the next 1 to 2 weeks. I would like to do it as quickly as possible, but I don't know if it may end up having to be a bit longer than I hoped for. So yeah, and then Diego's in chat, which I think he just popped in. We can discuss it a little bit with him, and even if he wants to jump in. Actually, no, this is what we do. Diego, if you want to just jump in to a party afterward and talk about it for a bit, that would be pretty cool. So yeah, let me pull chat up here while the game's loading. I watched John's video on the PS5 controller, by the way. I love it. It's pretty funny. Alright. There we go. Alright, here we go. I wanted to count the time against this. Yeah, so we're almost at 5 hours in our time here. Alright, there we are. Okay. I feel like maybe we should switch to classic. Yeah, no, we'll keep main costume for the rest of the game. Well, actually, first I want to just see what it looks like on her in the actual game. The scars. I can see the chat on the laptop. Yeah, it's kind of behind me though, because I don't have enough room on the desk, so it's kind of annoying every time I have to turn around to see it. So it basically means I have to stop the game for a second, or if it's like in a cutscene. Usually I try to prioritize that in cutscenes. Hold on. What's the playtime at? 4:40. It's basically at 4:50 now. I don't know if we just saved that or what. Here, I'm just gonna reload it because we did waste a little more time. I'm not really too worried about the time, but it's enough. So yeah, I type in the chat. I should be able to see it now. But yeah, I would say do that. Oh, reloaded quick. We'll just roll with it. All right, unplug that. All right, let's get ready to take down Nemesis once and for all, hopefully. I think we're ready to go with what we got to. What is X2 explosive bees to create acid rounds? We haven't made any acid rounds yet in the game, so let's just do that right now. Don't know if they'll come in handy, but we can. Well, we'll see. Alright, so we got. That's where we came in, right? Yeah, lift lever. Gotta remember the controls too. Oh, yeah, not that. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I remember where we're at now. Hello, Nikolai. Surprised to see me. Oh wait, we can't. Oh, I guess we drop. Is he gonna give a speech? Got a control console there. Looks like the power might not be on. Game definitely wants us to go this way, where all the dead bodies are. Great. Oh.
I must admit, I respect your tenacity, but I'm afraid our games end here.
Jesus.
You think this is over?
Oh. Very good. Oh, it's not good. Dang it, I missed it. Missed the dodge window. Alright, bye-bye, zombie. What pale? Oh, pale heads. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. These guys are. I remember. What's okay. There's one fuse. Hopefully that's not gonna shut off anything we need. Maybe we'll start with the shotgun. Either that or the mag. Let's go this way. That's all that's there, right? I don't see any other fuses. Whoa! Is there anything I could have done with it? I didn't even see where it came from. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, they better not get me. Oh, crap, that was bad. Oh, we need healing. It's not going well. There's probably something over here though. Let's go.
A dead end. No? Wait.
Wait, maybe I should go up first. Shoot. Go up first. I think. Probably should have went out first, but whatever. Going this way. I think there's a trophy too for doing this under like 4 minutes or 5 minutes or something, but I don't know if we'll get it. We'll see. I'm trying to go somewhat fast. Oh, good. Okay. Maybe I should see if how much healing do I have in here? Basically none. Alright, I'm just gonna risk it. This is a pretty slow time on this anyway, so. Where's the shotgun ammo? Oh, I already did pick it? Oh, I picked it up apparently, I didn't realize it. Oh no, please no. Terrible time for it. Explosive rounds don't do much damage. Or do Alright, that's a dead end, I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing it counts this whole big area as the area that I'm searching. Oh. So, employee memo, September 12, made to N2, male 45, female 32, discarded male 60, female 89. September 15, admitted to N2, male 55, 19, female 51, discarded female 76, returned female 8, uninfected. Blah, 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 disposed, trend upward daily. 400 disposed of over 30 years of age. Nightly transfer observed by nurse administration to underground facility temporarily halted. So now I kind of messed that up. The whole having to go up the stairs thing should have just. Oh boy. I guess you have to do it to get this. Ooh. Custom part for the M3 shotgun allows for faster reload speed. Nice. Okay, I already went through here. Got it. Wait, what? Where do I have to go now? Oh, that's right, I have to go back. Where's the control? Oh, it's right there. Wait, oh no, never mind. I don't have to go back. There's no way this is under 5 minutes. Probably hit the 5-minute mark sometime right about now. Probably gonna come running out at me when I'm over here. Big open section. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's one of these guys. Oh, that's bad. Just dodging. Okay, that's done though. Let's see if there's any kind of text or whatever, so we might have to do that whole section over again. I'm surprised more of those zombies didn't die from that flame round. Probably should have used the explosive round there. Alright, where's this one? Okay, right there. So redoing the whole thing from here. Feel good about this guy. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if there's a better way of doing this. Better order. Oh, red. Whoa, was that random? I don't remember there being a red herb in there last time. where the dogs come from. Where's the dog is. There's not even a control console there.
Oh, it didn't. No? Wait.
Call if there's anything else there. I don't think so. There's another red herb there. I didn't pick that one up. I don't know how I didn't even see it. I just need a green one now, though. It's not doing much good unless I find something that actually heals me. Go up to that might have been. Okay, yeah. We'll go get this. Oh, no, that was a mistake. Shoot. Should have lowered it first. This is slower this way. Sort of. Well, I can make this work. I'll just stay on the platform here. Plus, I know it's possible you can't get all the items here in under 5 minutes anyway. I wonder what red herbs do all by themselves. Does that have to move forward? Maybe I might have messed it up. Oh no, we shotgunned these guys, right? We do have, okay, this is a good thing though, because there's 2 red ones there and we have 2 greens in here. Oh, messed that up big time. I'm not even gonna worry about the time anymore. Oh, there's some gunpowder in there at some point. Dang it, I gotta store something. I think I could probably do this all from that space, but store that. Might end up using the grenade pretty soon. Pretty sure there's something I picked up last time I didn't pick it this time. So this is what I wanted. I can't remember what. Oh no, I already went through there. Yeah. I remember that. Is there anything here? I think I got gunpowder from it the previous time. So he's in that cage. Actually, I'm just gonna try a bunch of flame rounds. No, this is a terrible gun. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, discard those. Don't care about the gunpowder anymore. I missed one of the fuses, I'm pretty sure. That really sucks. A load of whatever. Alright. Forget where the other fuse was. I think it's down. I did go. Wait, did I go down those? Oh shoot! Yeah, never mind. My bad. Whoops. Oh no! Why did this even slower now? I could have ran up those stairs quicker than I could wait for this thing to go up in this little gate thing. Alright, it's way over 5 minutes, so I don't really care anymore. And we're not going to go for all the items in this area either, because there doesn't seem to be a point. Let me think. Thinking ammo-wise, do I need... Yeah, I never really went through here. That's where I got that other gunpowder. Oh, darn it. What the? Oh, no wonder! I'm pressing circle! That's why I'm failing. Ah, darn Final Fantasy. Screwing me up. That was weirding me out. I'm like, why is it not dodging? I'm clearly dodging.
All right, here goes.
There we go. Should have had that fuse a while ago, but I forgot to go down there. I wonder if we can go back to it. I think so. Still blocked off there, though. Got the white head to deal with, though, but we'll make quick work of him. Or it. Nope. No, come on. Oh, darn it. I was using circle again, as you can probably tell. No, no. Oh my gosh. I pressed X instead of triangle. I was gonna heal. Oh, are you kidding me? I have to do this whole thing over again, huh? Man, sloppy Jared. Sloppy Jared. Feels bad, man. Alright, we'll do it faster this time. You know what? Why don't I just, Oh! Oh my gosh, dude. We're reloading. Wait. We're gonna kill ourselves. Actually, you know what? Just for this bullshit, since the only reason I've been dying and messing up is because I'm missing. Well, technically the first time I died to this section, that wasn't because of mess up, but a lot of the other mistakes and the last death were because I forgot how to evade. So we'll just load this save. We'll get a refund on some of our time too, to make up for it. I don't know what's happening there though, because I'm definitely pushing down on the direction button. It's somehow, I don't know, maybe this controller is starting to get a sticky directional button. That wouldn't be good. Alright, yeah, we'll keep all that. Alright. Here we go. Get this gun equipped ahead of time. Countdown for the fuses probably doesn't even start to the checkpoint anyway. Wonder if we can take out those zombies right now.
I must admit, I respect your tenacity, but I'm afraid our games end here.
You think this is over?
Being more efficient. Use the shotgun. I guess we get the opportunity. Sure what this platform's for. Can't remember, does it after the point? I don't recall
We
there's
didn't. No, wait.
Alright, now let's see what the most efficient one is. I think, yeah, we go down with it. So I'm not waiting around. I think we go take care of this one first. I'm doing it again. And considering I'm getting extra stuff, I may not complete this in time, but otherwise I'd say this is a pretty solid time. Although there's a little bit of indecisiveness going on here. Oh, that's right, this is what the platform is for. No, that was the platform over there that I'm thinking of. Where's the other one there? Although now I don't have the extra mag ammo that I crafted, so the slower way I can craft some additional mag ammo if I think I need it. Oh my gosh! Holy crap! Oh, I didn't trigger the other. Holy crap, dude!
All right,
So
here goes.
Annoying. Fudge. Just create some more sharpening ammo, I guess. I don't know how this thing. There we go. Now it's triggering. Maybe you have to be in a very specific spot. I don't know. It's gonna kill it. Kind of looks like it's dead already. Could have really used another red herb right now. I probably missed some pickup. Wait, what? Gunpowder? Okay, that's gunpowder. I don't really care. Oh yeah, I know what gunpowder is. So in that case, oh, we do have the 3 greens in here though. And I never created acid rounds. Oh, too bad. Oh, never mind. I do have a mixed herb in there. Oh, I've got the wrong menu opened again. Man, I am getting really sloppy right now. Maybe I should have made the acid rounds there. Shoot, I gotta actually examine them. Oh, it's automatically slotting them in where they go. Never mind. Yeah, definitely didn't get the trophy for that.
Shit, he got away. What was he doing in here?
Extended barrel for the mag. Oop, oh, there we go. Let me read it. What does it say? A custom part for the 44 AE Hawk. This bull barrel reduces recoil and imparts extra speed to bullets. Oh, that's interesting. It's 44, so it's not actually a 50 cal. It's not a deagle. That's interesting. I guess that would make sense why they call it a magnum rather than just a large caliber pistol. I just totally reduce recoil and increase the gun's destructive. Okay, so it makes it more powerful. I just read that and then I totally just did not absorb any of that information. Because of that save, I'll make a new one, I guess. Unfinished activity log. RC disturbances are sporadic. Commencing mission. Observed 5 RPD officers engaging a pack 20 strong. Officers annihilated in 20 minutes. Test run at university. Diverted pack. So whatever, I don't know what that is. To campus, 64% infection and conversion in 2 hours. No survivors. Successful rendezvous with MV platoon. Will make first attempt at dawn. Diverted pack towards command post. This is on the 28th. Result: night skirmish in confined area with large number of combatants. Video attached. End of skirmish. 7 survivors. 0800. Unknown bio weapon deployed at point D18. Tracking it per orders. I almost read that as pre-orders. Per orders. It appears to be on the hunt. 2100 or 2000. Sounds weird saying at 2100 or 2000. So whatever. 8 o'clock. Got eyes on 2 stars. A male infected and female bioweapon is pursuing the female. 929. Female JV have made contact with MV platoon. Bioweapons appearance and behaviors are consistent with Project N. Investigating observed bioweapon wielding conventional weapons. It seems to be strongly fixated on terminating JV and knows the city layout. Evidence it can be imprinted. And then metamorphosis of the bioweapon triggered by a hostile encounter with JV. Video attached. JV has been infected and is non-responsive. Collecting sample pre-orders. Per order. 9:30. So this is, yeah. Well, it's... Wait, she was infected... That was over a day that she was there? She got infected, and then the Carlos thing, and then she wakes up, and it was the... That's at 7 a.m. And she wakes up, like, after midnight, I think. Because she's like, oh, it's October 1st? No way. Unless it's not... Maybe it is still the 30th. I guess it is. Maybe they're still... But, I don't know. Okay, yeah, 17 hours. So it's not quite long as what it seemed. I was thinking this was October 1st, but apparently not yet. Maybe they're commencing at like 12 a.m. October 1st. That's when they're going to, like, nuke... well, not nuke it, but they're going to launch a missile strike on the city. Conversion has been slowed, suggesting she may be resistant. 0400 vaccine recovered and administered to JV by CO, a soldier in MV platoon. JV expected to be fit for combat approximately 20 hours post-exposure. Seems clear the bioweapon is Project N. Contact with JV causes it to charge and evolve, will induce further encounters to obtain more precise data. So I wonder who Nikolai's working for then. If this is just the Umbrella higher-ups, they're still just wanting them to keep an eye on this stuff, and it almost seems like the goal is to the virus to actually spread.
Tyrell.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate. They'll call off the strike if,
just to prove
and this is one big ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way.
I'm sure there's going to be seconds wasted.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
I'm going to get taken out by zombies.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
All right, let's get this done.
Okay, now he's behind me. He might get taken out by himself. Or nemesis. Could be a mistake.
No! Keep going. We're almost there.
Yup.
No!
Right there. Good soldier.
Shit.
Man, he really got it out for them. Just even watching the cutscene, it's a little bit scary. It's like, dang. He's on a rampage. The Pursuer. I need something to open that up. Save for a minute. But Nest 2 employee regulators. Attention Nest 2 employees. The objectives of the T-Virus research facility differ from those of Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here we focus on real-world use cases which arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for T-virus vaccines and new weaponry capabilities in suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous, so it is imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail. In particular, unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors or the removal of work-related data or materials will be met with severe disciplinary measures. It is a great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. And we got a map with it, too. Alright. So... Whoa. Okay, at least there's small rooms. So basement 2, pretty basic. Same thing with basement 1. Oh, never mind. Basement 1 is not basic. This part's basic over here, but it's still fairly linear, actually. This part doesn't look like it's playable. Or it might be. Actually. Alright, so we'll go up first, and then we'll go down. Continue onward. Guess our only option was to go up for right now anyway. This does not look good. Oh, he's still alive, damn it. I don't think I got hit in the head. Isaac Graves' diary. The pay was generous, the benefits were good. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical tech research. For a university teacher stuck working in nowhere America, it was a golden opportunity, like winning the lottery, so I went for it. I made the pitch to my family, and we agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 20/20 because this lab is a den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments for the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening way possible. It's messed up. The world needs to know. But every time I work up enough courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Umbrella owns this town. There was this guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of those betas. Fed him. I saw the whole thing. I got my wife and daughter into this. I just need to do my job. Do as I'm told, for their sake. But let this be a testament that I do have a conscience and that I've learned my lesson. Where was the... Oh, yeah, it's the first time going down. Does he have something maybe? Nope.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Synthesis?
Don't have
I
it.
have to make it myself? Alright, gotta figure this
Let's
out.
have vaccine synthesis. On the roles of antigens and adjuvants in vaccine synthesis. Dr. Nathaniel Bard, Chief Researcher, Spencer Memorial Hospital. To most efficiently synthesize a vaccine, both an antigen and an adjuvant, I just want to make sure I'm saying that correctly, an adjuvant, are required. The antigen produces an immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effects of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one can create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a larger batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. That's what's more, my latest antigen and adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes it an effective vaccine, but also a potential way to eliminate existing infections. What's this one do?
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
Override key removed.
Alright, that'll give me 3 of those spots. I haven't quite got everything in this room. Well, I guess interacting with that other thing probably counts as something. Wait a second. Ooh, that one's hidden pretty good. If I didn't hear it, I would have had no idea.
override complete.
Are you freaking kidding? I missed so many shots. How on earth did I miss that thing? Okay. I'm gonna stand right here. That way we can make it quick. Wait, you got him on the ground. Hopefully maybe there's a right order over this way. Shipping notice. Cargo Nemesis. Shipping route CDG JFK-RC. Shipping date. I don't know what CDG is. JFK and RC though. Shipment date September 1st, 1998. Shipment type Class 1 hazardous material. Additional notes. All transit within the United States is to be made via helicopter. Take extreme care during takeoff and landing, as shock to the parcel may potentially lead to self-activation. We here at the super risky. We here at the European branch are excited to hear your thoughts and evaluation of this newest prototype and are pleased to offer this specimen to you for testing. It has been through numerous trials and possesses incredible destructive power, so please exercise extreme caution when using it. Lead developer Dr. Herman Frankel. So I wonder, I guess, I think, so Nemesis is European, sounds like German, and as far as we know, Tyrant was made in the U.S. Here first. He looks suspiciously alive. Oh no, it's probably just because of the note. So he should be dead. Come on. Scientist's dying message. It happened. Our worst case scenario, the T-virus has somehow leaked. Under orders from Dr. Bard, I'm to manufacture mass quantities of the vaccine. I've prepared a culture of the T-virus antigen. Now I just need to combine it with an adjuvant to, or adjuvant, maybe is how you say it, I don't know, to enhance its effects, and I should be able to produce enough vaccine to save all the surviving citizens. The adjuvant samples are stored in the incubation lab. Test subjects are already wandering the halls, but I'd better find a way to get some samples while this culture is maturing. If I don't make it back, please complete the synthesis process. Try to find a way to stop this outbreak. It's the least we can do after setting these horrifying events in motion. Okay, so that's... wonder if that's the incubation lab. Probably be labeled. Or not. Workers rank human. Oh, there's the incubation lab. So yeah, I have to go back out here and then up the stairs. Okay, we'll get that on the way back. Or wait. No, we have to go through the elevator. Oh, maybe I should go back through here now, because this, yeah, that terminates up there. This doesn't look good. This is something though. Culture sample. Okay, there's the culture sample.
An antigen sample. I'll definitely need this for the vaccine.
Yeah, I'll use the shotgun. First, that time really didn't look like she went down. Weaponry authorization request. Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally reserved for bioweapon synthesis team be made available for any employees interfacing with the mission and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that this weaponry authorization is advisable as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation, granting them very high regrowth abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as paleheads. They have been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not been determined. The astonishing rate at which these paleheads regenerate makes it difficult to deliver lethal blow with standard weaponry. If any sort of system failure were to occur within our facility, we would be woefully underprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I would like to request that high-powered weaponry capability of subduing the paleheads be issued to all of our employees working in shipping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Shipping Processing Manager Gabriel Reed. So I wonder what that would constitute. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Pretty sure that hit. Yeah, it did. Okay. Wonder if I should drop anything. You know what? I'm really close. I'm gonna drop some stuff off in storage. Hopefully I don't regret storing this in there. Alright, I got so many green herbs, I might as well just... let's just create something. Yeah, just in case we get into a pickle. Almost at midnight. This is not the way I want to go. Why is the music sounding like that? It's like let's get close to Nemesis or something. Oh my gosh. Just my luck. There is a red one right around the corner. I mean, it's alright, I guess. At least I had a green one with me, so I was able to make use of it.
This must be what powers it.
That's fine enough. Why they just let anybody's fingerprint scan get in there? Kind of regret dropping explosive A there. What was it going to do again? Combining with another explosive B, combine with explosive A to create flame rounds. So AB would do acid. Or not acid, I mean explosive. Which is kind of what one of them that I want, so yeah, I should have brought that with me. Wait, hold on, did he have something? Oh, okay. I thought maybe he was holding something. No! Wasn't quick enough. Create more acid rounds, it's fine. Be pretty effective against the whiteheads. Expression of concern. That sounded like something was off to my left. I'll be careful. Hopefully I remember. Senior Fellow Dr. Frankel, please allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research, introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain to gain external control of... Oh, wow. I wonder if it went wrong and it had a mind of its own, or if there actually is somebody controlling it still. How can I not marvel at such a wild idea? Because it's specifically hunting out stars, I wouldn't be surprised if they do have external control over it. However, from a medical perspective, I must emphatically state my disapproval of this shift away from established umbrella policy. By turning to use of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth, with abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. Can you say the same for parasites, however? Doctors have tried in vain to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T-virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly, so probably not. Perhaps in our country, consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes, but here in America, they know better. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I should be exploring medical solutions to this hubristic problem you foisted upon us. Sincerely, Nathaniel Bard, PhD.
So it's called the Nemesis. An adjuvant sample. These are combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
Dang it, really should have. Alright, I'm not combining that with anything until I find another yellow one, which hopefully will be somewhat soon. How do I get over to the workers room? It looks like this is as far as we go for now. Just gotta go create the vaccines now. We'll try and acid round on it. Let's see. I'll hang on to the gunpowder. Alright, look at
Unauthorized materials detected.
Either I've got this wrong or I'm missing a step.
Is I missing something? Search for an antigen. So we got the antigen here. No, wait, hold on. And we got the adjuvant. What is missing? Or what, do you have to actually combine them in the inventory? Because I wouldn't think you would. Okay, apparently you do. Okay. I would think you want to do it through some sort of machinery, but Okay. It's one of these puzzles again. So you want 50? Oh, we want I'm guessing you get it even. So that one increases everything by 10. This one increases 30 on the left and 10 on the other ones. And this one increases 20, 30. Okay. So how do you bring it down? Maybe there is no bringing it down exactly. That's maybe good enough. I guess I'm supposed to get it all to 50 maybe? Wait, hold on. I don't fully understand how I solved it.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
But it's not a very long process. You can do it in four moves. Oh no! Chill! Carefully with stab yourself there. You can tell the animation there didn't look super realistic, because it would be kind of hard to motion capture that. Oh, not again. Damn! Relentless. Just got barely escaped by the skin of her teeth. Alright, you don't need to pause on the screen that long. I was going to suggest that she crouch there, just in case, that would have been smart. So it would have a little bit of a harder time grabbing her. Hold on, I think we have other, we do have more high-grade gunpowder here. Perfect. Let's see. Alright. Store that for now. Trying to create more pistol ammo. And then we'll go here. Create even more explosive ammo. And we're using resources up pretty well. This game. All right. It is now after midnight. 8 minutes. All right. Disposal Center. Disposal Center protocols. This facility is to be used for the dissolution and disposal of test subjects used in S2 experiments. The potent solvents used will ensure that any biological matter within the vat, living or dead, is completely dissolved and ready for disposal. Please follow all safety protocol when using the disposal center. Always confirm that no employees are in the chamber before beginning the dissolution process. Always use the regulated amount of solvent regardless of the volume or mass being disposed of. If a test subject reacts violently, do not halt the disposal process. Leave the chamber filled for at least 12 hours, then check for complete dissolution before draining.
What in God's name is this place?
Alright, so just over here. Woo, we are well stocked now. 10 explosive rounds, 9 flame rounds, and 4 acid rounds. I'll use flame rounds to begin with. Alright, nothing over here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm feeling the nemesis boss battle coming on right here. Let's see what was at the
What do we have here?
Damn you,
don't.
Nikolai.
The city needs that vaccine!
Damn you.
More than I do. I don't think wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat dog. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed?
Alright, cut the crap, Nikolai. You're dead when I see you next. Start. Seems very much like it's gonna go more than
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
Maybe Carlos will lend a hand. Or at
Let me
least
spot
go and
for you.
chase down Nikolai.
Good idea.
Well, what's he gonna do? Okay. Alright, he's going to tell me which transformers are. Got it. There's no mine rounds left. Oh, wait, do I have to shoot them? Maybe I'll shoot
You've
them.
got company.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you have to shoot both of them, okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come on. what?
He's hiding behind tank 5. He's behind number 5. Yeah! Got some more incoming. Saw him hide behind me. Yeah!
Pull up the lightning hawk fairly soon.
Here comes some more.
Whoa.
Number 7.
Yeah, I can see him. He's right there. Still might have been, could have been hard.
I got this.
Oh no! Oh, yeah. That's bad. Managed it.
Got some more incoming. On your right.
I gotta heal.
Don't give up. I think he's on his last legs.
Oh my god, that's a lot of attack. That is a lot of attack. Alright, explosive round. If I do it quick enough, one. There we go. Alright, we got a little bit more.
Here comes some more. Number 8. Surprise, asshole.
Oh, very nice, Carlos.
Not what I intended to hit, but I'll take it.
Oh, we're getting really low. Oops. Shortcut that. We barely have any ammo left. Oh no. Missed him. Oh no. Okay, we can't waste any more on the zombies.
Got some more incoming.
There's seriously no pickups here? Oh, there is. First aid spray and shotgun shells. In that case. Thank you, Nemesis. Did I get him? I got him!
Chill. Here comes a crate.
Alright.
Use it to climb up.
Cool beans. I kind of want to get those shotgun shells first, though, because...
Come on. Come on.
Chill, get back.
Booyah! And Carlos the Crane Operator. That's his new name. Crane Man from now on. Crane Man, yeah. Did it say how many shotgun shells? I think it might have. It might have been like 6 or something. Hopefully we'll get enough ammo before the next fight. You know, this battle here in this scene right now kind of reminds me of like a cross between Terminator 2 at the end and RoboCop at the end of the first RoboCop movie. I thought of RoboCop first, and I didn't think of T2 until like it started flooding me with acid, because I knew it was sort of going to look like.
Where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
Nemesis down. Okay, so this is... Six, I think, shotgun shells. Let's see what kind, if we have like gunpowder, just regular gunpowder in here. First aid spray. Weapon spec sheet. I wonder, we're probably gonna get that high power weaponry in a bit. Redacted. Project title: Ferromagnetic Infantry Use, Next Generation Railgun. Development codename Finger. Chief developer, Nest 2 lead researcher, Cornell Garner. Assistant developers, United States Army. Ammo caliber, 60 millimeter. Wow. That's big. Muzzle velocity, 6,000 meters a second. Project objective, suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Additional notes, extreme firepower provides the secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. User feedback, this thing is totally rad. Tyrant's out of line, give him the finger and problem solved. Packs the firepower we need. It would be even better if there were a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps its platform could be refined. Requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Could be consolidated to a single power source. So it looks like we might have an arena thing, and we're going to have to like wait for it to recharge, or the power sources to power it up, and then we're going to have to fire it. Nemesis is probably how things are going to work. Alright, so now we'll just grab... I'm just going to grab pretty much everything at this point. Yeah, just going to grab everything. So if we get some other stuff, we'll have that. We got the green herb, we got everything. Woo! We're going all in. Going all in, baby. That literally is everything. The item box is completely empty. I did not expect this. But I think we'll have enough resources, because I think this next fight will rely much more heavily on just like evasive tactics, evasive maneuvers, and then using whatever this weapon is.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You Prince Money. I like this. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
Prince Money? He doesn't work for the Fed as far as I was aware.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But
yeah, if the world
you
survives
know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck.
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
I'm sure we got another.
What about you?
Hopefully, get another
We're
Carlos
running out of
section.
time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
I don't know if you're gonna really have that much say in that.
This isn't
All
gonna
right.
work.
Alright, let's see. What are my options here? I don't know if I'm... Oh, I can't walk over there. Oh no, it's a dodge. Oh yeah, hell yeah, baby. How many shots we got before we have to... What? Wait, is it connected with the cord or
It
what?
needs power.
I guess you charge it up. Okay, I see. Yeah, we put it back on the charger. Okay. Nice. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Nope. Slam. Or insta-death, I guess. Okay, great. That was fun. I mean, realistically, yeah. Insta-death makes sense, to be honest. But I could, like, by the time I saw the hand coming from me, I'm like, nope, I'm out of this, but no, it's too late. Wow, what? You're telling me there's not an autosave at the beginning of that fight? That is insane. So maybe for now, because I haven't seen any shotgun ammo, we'll equip, we'll shortcut this pistol to here. Wait, no, this is the wrong one. This is the one I wanted. Oop. After that, so we're not doing any good damage. Slam anytime out.
Now what?
Cooldown in progress. Please reactivate power sources.
Stuck.
Damn, it needs power.
I wonder what the fire would be, like how quickly it would recharge if it didn't get stuck. I wonder if it's even worthwhile. I mean, I think we probably still have to get the rail gun to hit those. Okay. So oh, I'm still alive, but that was really one hit. I'll roll with it. We got a lot of healing left. That seems like a good time to push it in. No, really? Are you kidding me? He just attacked, dude. Okay, maybe I have a theory. Now the railgun seems powerful enough that those crit points, I mean, maybe we have to shoot the crit points with the railgun, but I'm kind of wondering if we have to shoot, because they give us fair amount of pistol ammo. Maybe we just have to shoot the crit points with the pistol, and that opens up a window for us to go and recharge. Because it looked like there was about 3 crit points and about 3, like, cores that needed to be recharged. So I'm guessing that, yeah, we probably have to shoot them. Mama. I can't even see it. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, I blew it. Hey, it's like, it's the fact that it does so much damage, like you really have to... You really have to evade every single one of them. So I guess at this point, like, they give us enough healing. I don't think our green herb we have in our inventory is going to be worthwhile at this, or of any use to us at this point. Because we can take one hit from Caution State. It seems like it's programmed so that it just automatically will... Alright, since we got an invincibility window... Right here it seems, I'm gonna pick this stuff up first. Ouchie. What's it doing now? Oh no, it's going down right there. Shoot, that's my window. Hurry. Probably should have went for the far one first.
Put you right back on your ass.
Hopefully I can actually go through here. Oh no, I can't. Okay, I was hoping it would let me quit. Do I have enough time? That is the question.
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
See. Oh yes. Maybe. No. Okay, I'm dead. Well, that sucks. Man, I was hoping either there'd be a gap under his arm or it would let me just walk right through it. That ended up being a big mistake. The other thing I'm going to try doing right now is whenever it gets down to like one more thing I have to hit, I'm going to move closer to him before I shoot it. Because I think even if he's in the middle of like doing an attack, I think if I hit it, it might interrupt him. So I should get real aggressive at that point in time. Unless there's like an unexpected curveball he throws my way, I think I got it this time. Luckily, lets me clip through that hand. If that hand had touched me and did damage, I would have been pissed.
Power sources.
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
I'm wondering if I should try throwing a grenade here. Let's give it a shot. See if it does. Oh, okay. That almost screwed me over, actually. That one. He's got the double whammy. Alright.
All power sources activated.
I am sick of your shit!
Hopefully I get to it in time. There we go. Same thing, I'm guessing. Oh, he's wide open now. Maybe now a grenade will do some good. Perhaps that's the end of it? I don't know. Die! Wait, it's like, what an ugly motherfucker! It'd be amazing if it just talked to me and said something.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. Yeah, that's the line for this. Woo! Nemesis down! Alright, yeah, that's everything. We're good to go. Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to go there. We got a ladder up the side here. I was expecting that fight to be longer, to be honest. I thought there was going to be more than just the one stage. I mean, I guess we did just have a I guess in some ways the previous stage, or the previous boss battle was kind of like a stage.
The vaccine. I hope Carlos managed to stop him. I can still catch him.
Oh shit, Carlos. Is he dead or just unconscious? He's probably just unconscious.
We're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I? No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rub.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my duty. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Hurry, Jill, help him. Wait, where's she at? Wasn't she on the front side of the helicopter? Oh, there she is.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it!
You know, don't think
You
that
have
gave a
to.
shot?
There's no other way. Take the shot!
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
Excuse me, I shot him in the head. I guess that's true. I guess I could have just shot him virtually anywhere, except for maybe, center mass would be
There's a price
maybe
tag for
bulletproof vest.
everything.
I can't tell if it's bulletproof. Join
Even
probably
letting
is.
the world
Probably
burn.
a couple are.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want.
No dice.
You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Right, we did it.
Jill, you alright?
There he is.
Dang, that's crazy. Did they nuke it? Oh, it might have been a nuke. I was thinking they were going to use like a Moab or something, but I think that was a nuke actually.
It's finally over.
So long, Marcy. I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over
Now
us.
it really reminds me of Terminator.
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed.
No vaccine, unfortunately.
I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
All right, that's the game. So I'm going to share a couple thoughts, and then Diego, if you want to, I don't know if you're in a state where you could join a party, we can talk about it. But if you want to, wouldn't mind talking for about at least 10 minutes or so about our thoughts on it. So I wish that final boss battle was a little bit longer. And maybe had a little more variety. So, but other than that, like, I liked the the second to last boss battle. That one I really liked. This last one, I think was a little bit weaker. It was still pretty good, but it could have been as good, if maybe even better, if they made it longer and varied it up a little bit more. And story-wise, the story's pretty good. I think basically the way I would summarize Resident Evil 3 here, the remake, is it's following in Resident Evil 2 Remake's footsteps. It kind of like sort of does all the things that RE2 does, but just one notch below it. You know, like it does everything that RE2 did well. It also does well, but just not quite as good. And I'd say that's in pretty much every single aspect of the game. The only exception being the fact there's an evade mechanic, which is nice, but I learned to kind of appreciate the using knives and grenades and flashbangs and all that stuff to get out of grabs and stuff more than this whole like holding X mechanic or tap X mechanic, which I think is just kind of stupid and it just doesn't really make any sense. Like I switched it to hold and then hold or tap. It doesn't. With the tapping, there's more deaths, and it's kind of frustrating. But with the holding, it becomes absolutely pointless. I mean, it's still pointless either way, really. So I just think they shouldn't have done that mechanic. They should have just maybe made it so that. Well, I don't know. It's Cole Tompkins does Joe's voice. So, I guess I'll wait till me and Diego talk till I already think I know what rating I'd give the game out of 10, but I think we'll wait to summarize that to the end. I can share some more thoughts, but let's just maybe discuss this together a little bit if you're open to it. The trophy hasn't pinged yet, but we'll just let the credits play out. I don't know if you're online or whatever. I'll just send you a party invite. Just let me know in the chat or something if. Oh, I wonder if it's going to end the stream. It might even end the stream here. Well, no, it should be fine. I've done this before. All right, we'll make it private. Anyway, just let me know if you can't. If you can't join, because I assume you're still watching. So in the meantime, soundtrack wise, I think I don't really think of any Resident Evil music from even the previous game as being like. I think some of it might be alright for listening to outside the game, but like the vast majority of it is like just more situational, and it does a really good job at that. But even then, I think even Resident Evil 3's situational, like the music in certain situations may not quite have been as good. Like in the boss fights, it was still good, but some of the sound design and audio design and like when there's like jump scares and really tense moments where you're not sure what's going to happen, I didn't really feel the same tension. I think a lot of that it was due in two parts. I think one maybe because the music and sound design wasn't quite as like as top notch as it was in RE2, and also the fact that you feel a little more powerful in this game. Like you're not having to hoard your resources as much. You got more ammunition and all that. So I think that makes alleviate some of the tension in those moments as well. That's the one thing I'll say. Other than some of, like, one or two of the times when Nemesis is chasing you, and then other than maybe a couple other moments, and it's part of it's just because the game is way shorter, it's just pretty short. But I never, maybe like in total, including the Nemesis sections, there might have been 5 times where I felt like it was the tension was there. So, but overall, I mean, I still liked it. The other thing I want to mention, it was basically as I called it, maybe even less. So, like I said, I figured Carlos, like the split was going to be 70% Jill, 30% Carlos. It was actually more like 80% Jill, 20% Carlos. I don't know if I go down to, maybe even down to 15% Carlos, but we'll just say 80-20. It's probably like 80. So I would have liked more Carlos sections. I would have actually preferred more like a, maybe like a 65-35 Jill to Carlos ratio. 60-40 might be too much Carlos for just how the gameplay's designed and stuff. But I guess, they're trying to stick to the original. Maybe in the original you don't play as Carlos all that much either, so they were just working with that. But I did hear they cut out some sections of the game, like the clock tower, and I think there was one other section. And I'm kind of wondering why they did that, if they felt it just messed up the flow of the game, or if they actually were on a timetable, like they wanted to get this out a year after the RE2 remake, and then they just cut it because they didn't have time to work on it. If that's the case, then shame on them. They should have put it in there, but yeah, I don't know the reason, but it would have been, if they could have made it work, I would have preferred that they do that, because the game is way shorter as is, and doesn't have nearly the amount of replayability. I mean, the amount of time you could sink into RE2 is pretty heavy. I mean, I sunk in quite a bit, but let's even just say it's an average of, with RE2, let's just say you average like 7 hours of playthrough. I mean, your later playthroughs will be quicker, but your first playthrough might be longer. So let's just say an average of 7 hours. I did 5 playthroughs, but let's just say you only do 4. Well, I basically did 5. I think I did do all 5. Anyway. Alright, here we go. Hopefully the audio's loud enough now that I've started the party. Who was that? 8 hours, 10 minutes. C. Obviously, because I went pretty slow. Clear time, 6. Wait, what? What? How does that make any sense? Total playtime, 8:10, 23. Clear time, 6:01:35. I'm confused. Why is there such a difference? Anyway, 23 times saves, 27 deaths. What was I saying about I don't know, I was talking about Carlos playtime and them cutting stuff from the, oh yeah, average playtime. So average playtime for RE2, you might have like 7 hours per run, and it could even be lower to 6. But let's say 6 hours per run. Let's basically use my clear time here as an average for the RE2 run. That's at least 24 hours that you're getting out of the game. But I'd say most people probably get 30. It's somewhere probably between 25 and 50 hours. I think I probably did something like around 40 something. But plus they have the bonus survivor mission things. What did they call them? Like survivor stories or ghost stories or something like that. Or ghost survivors story, I think is what it was. But anyway, so that added a lot of content too. But you're talking about like 24 from this. This one you're maybe talking 2 playthroughs. Like this first playthrough, and another one will go quicker. So like, but let's not use this 6 hours. Let's use 8 hours. So this was an 8-hour run. But that was like kind of completionist. Average is probably like 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours for other people. So let's even use 6 hours. Give it the benefit of the doubt. And let's just say your second run is just as long. Probably it'll be quicker, especially if you're going for like trophies and stuff like that. But your second run is going to be on looks like there's like a harder difficulty that you can unlock. So I used to think that was the case. Let's see, Inferno or something. Um, but let's just say you got those two. You got 12 hours out of it, and then no other bonus content. The other stuff is just Resident Evil Resistance. So basically, without Resident Evil Resistance, I would not recommend this game at $60. Um, so I will have to see with Resident Evil Resistance when you factor that in. But RE2 I could actually recommend at $60, even though the game, by the time I played it, was way down in price. It had been out for close to a year, or about a year. Well, let's see. No, it wasn't. Let's see. I played it last year. I'm trying to remember when it was exactly. Anyway, it had been out for like 10 months, I think, when I played it. So it wasn't ever going to be at 60 again, but I would be able to recommend it at 60. If I could have went back in time and been like, I recommend people get this game. This one, though, I'd say, just based on the campaign, for me, this would be like a $30 purchase. Max. Just if it was just the campaign. That's absolute max. But even then, like, after playing Resident Evil 2, it probably even goes down even more. Like, I'd want to pick this one up on a sale. If I hadn't played Resident Evil 2, but I was kind of aware of how good Resident Evil 2 was, and actually knew that I'd like it, because like before I was aware that people were saying Resident Evil 2 was good, but I wasn't 100% sure whether I'd like it or not. I thought, maybe I'd give it a try at some point, but not right now. But anyway, so yeah, Resident Evil 3, pick it up on sale if you haven't bought it already, and if you can afford waiting. Otherwise, just know that going into it, it's gonna be a lot shorter. It's not gonna be quite as, like I said, it's just like expect sort of more from Resident Evil 2, only with less emphasis on inventory management and puzzles and min-maxing, and more of a combat focus. And just, so more RE2, just more of that combat focus, less of that other stuff, and did I say shorter playtime, and just not as good quality in all the different areas, just like one notch lower in terms of quality in pretty much every area of the game that you can think of. But it's still good. So Pursuer, concept art creatures, Nemesis down, concept art. We got this. Model Jill default, model Jill stars gear. Alright, so the shop has been unlocked. You can now purchase items from the shop, which is accessible via the main menu. Points used to unlock items can be earned by completing in-game challenges. View them in the record screen. The shop exists in the other game? Not sure it did. I already looked at a lot of these. For some reason it didn't tick them off. Oh yeah, we haven't seen this one yet. I've seen that one, seen that one. Seen that one, seen that one. Probably, I don't know if we saw that one. I think we did. Saw that one. Haven't seen that one. This looks like just everything leading up to the facility level and the facility levels and that concept art. And then the storyboard and then Mega Man. So we didn't. Now we got default Jill. Oh wow, God, with the railgun, man, that thing is huge. It's amazing she knew how to operate it right off the bat. There must be like no safeties on it or anything. No handprint or like oh, here's the Starsky. Yeah, here's the classic one. This is what she looks like in first game, right? I think. Yeah, she's zombified. I don't know if she's actually zombified. She might just be in some other pose that kind of looks like that. We didn't actually unlock hardly anything, I think. I think we already had... Yeah, we already had Stage 2 Nemesis. And we got the Charlie doll. Only has one pose. Alright, let's check out the shop. Alright, I got a little over 10,000 points. Yeah, I'm guessing... Diego, did you not watch the end of the game, or did you leave right at the end? Are you still here? If you're still here, please type in the chat. It says we have two watching. Oh, maybe you fell asleep. That would not surprise me. Gradually regenerate health when held. Carry 2 to increase the effect. That seems pretty good. What, 4,000 points? Holy crap, these are expensive. Greatly increases your defense when held. Carry 2 to increase the effect. Assault coin. Greatly increase your attack power when held. Crafting companion. While held, increases the amount of ammo gained when crafting. Stars Field Combat Manual. A manual compiled and started close range combat knowledge. Edited by Chris Redfield. While held, physical feats such as perfect dodge become easier to perform. Lockpick. A specialized 2 which allows a skilled user to unlock simple locks when no key is available. Why would you use this? Maybe it just would allow you to discard the lockpicks or something in a previous run, and then like, because I don't know if this would allow you to basically like infinitely spawn them for yourself. I don't know. Bolt cutters. There was very little bolt cutter usage in the game before. Small belt pouch. The only thing I really missed in this run was the stuff that you need Brad's key card to unlock. So all the stuff in the police department, because I didn't end up actually killing Brad. So, a small belted pouch for carrying more items will be placed in the game when purchased. Will not be available in assisted mode, as this would exceed the maximum. That's weird. So I guess for making the game easier in assisted mode, it makes it so you also can't carry as much. I wonder if it's just the fact that it would exceed if you got all the other ammo pouches, or maybe there's no ammo pouches or hit pouches available in assisted mode. You get to him. Hot Dogger. Or Dodger. Why do you say Dogger? Well, Hot Dogger. Maybe it is Hot. No, it would be Hot Dogger. Dodger would be a D-O-D-G-E-R. So, as its name implies, this umbrella-developed anti-bioweapon knife is used by those who like to show off. The blade can be superheated, causing the target to burst into flame. Samurai Edge 15 shot, 9mm. Raiden. An energy weapon developed by Umbrella based on airborne electrical phenomena. It possesses great stopping power, but only when targeting enemies' weak points. I kind of want to save it for that. Infinite MUP handgun. MUP, yeah. Infinite CQBR assault rifle. Infinite rocket launcher 62. Man, it must be that like maybe each additional playthrough would oh, I cannot understand. Is it French Canadian or something? Brazilian. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, infinite rocket launcher. I guess with it being 62,400. I'm guessing you just do subsequent playthroughs of the game and you can get more and more points, or you just have to complete. Maybe you have to complete the records. I guess maybe that gives you. Oh yeah, points earned. So I'm assuming some of them. Let's see. Oh, okay, some of them are like challenges like this. So yeah, basically you have to play the game multiple times just to get these. It's worth a lot of points though. Just one more playthrough of the game would get me an additional guaranteed. I'd have more. I'd have just one more playthrough. I'd get more points than I probably got in the first run. But just these two right here alone would almost be as much. That'd be 94,000 or 9,400. I have like 10,000, whatever it was. It's below 10,500, I think. $2,000. Man, they want you to place a lot. I don't think I'll do that. Knock the hats off 28 zombies. An unfortunate end. Exhaust all conversations. Who was Dario again? Oh, wait. Well, I can't remember. Did it give me a choice? It might have gave me a choice in this game, which was obviously, I think it seemed like it was a false choice, probably. Or maybe that's just a story-based thing. An unfortunate end. Yeah, gather all fuses within 5 minutes. Collect all the weapons in the campaign. Collect all weapon parts. I wouldn't be surprised if both of those were attachments for Carlos, because I don't think I missed anything as Jill, any major items. It was just the crates with that required Brad's key card to access and RCPD. Read all story files. 4 away. This one I'm curious about if I missed those 4, or if they're only available in additional subsequent playthroughs. Because I didn't actually have to look up a guide for any of them in RE2 when I actually got every single one myself. Well, I did kind of look up a guide just to see just to make sure, but basically what I found out was like I think it was after my second playthrough that I checked it before I did the last 2. Well, I did 5 playthroughs, but one of them was like a repeat just to set a better time to get the platinum. Because my time was like 4 minutes slower than what I needed for the trophy. But I knew I had like 2 more notes, and then I found out, oh, they're just available in the playthroughs I haven't done yet. So I got all of them without any assistance. So this one I'm curious, but this one doesn't, it's not like there's an A and B run for the different characters. So we'll see if they added story files and to other playthroughs. I doubt it though. I probably just missed them. I only got half the Charlie dolls. Wow, I did way better with the raccoons in RE2. I basically did better with everything in RE2. I think. Got that one though. Put the game on hardcore, higher, conquer, dominator, RPD material. Stars material. This is probably for completing with an S rank on Inferno. Jill Valentine condition 0 points. I think this is for. What was this one for? I think it's an actual trophy. And then unless these ones are back too. Complete the game using Wonder Food Recover. I'm probably gonna have to play the game at least 2 more times to get the platinum as well, which kind of sucks. But Sprinter under 2 hours of playtime. Luckily, there's no low carbon footprint one, but that would happen with the Sprinter trophy anyway. So they're basically the same. They just don't. You're just not gonna get the points for it. With the using the coins though, like where I could do health regeneration, that would make this one super easy. Plus, this one's more generous because I think the other one, I think in RE2, I think you couldn't use any recovery items. Maybe it was one or fewer, but I think it was no recovery items, and this one's one or fewer, so it's even a bit more generous. And I think it's even, for the most part, I think it's even easier. Although, you know, when zombies do grab you, they do more damage to you, from what I can tell, or it can do more damage to you. It's not guaranteed. So, well, I think what I'll do, I'll ask Diego what he'd like to see me use. I'm definitely not buying this stuff, though. What I think I will do, I'll probably end up buying either an iron defense coin, because I kind of want to buy the costume. But I might save that for my last run of the game. So we might do alternate costume, or the original costume for the next playthrough, and then we'll use 1 recovery coin probably. Maybe I'll just buy recovery and iron defense or something. Or I could make the evade window bigger. This one seems pretty good though too. I might want to look up a video and see some gameplay on how effective that is. Anyway, we're not gonna buy anything right now. But we looked through everything here. So I guess if Diego's not still here, I'm kind of tempted to give him a call, because I don't know who else is in the chat. I think I can. Participants. Yeah. Just says gamer slice. Maybe I'm all by myself. I do not know. It says 2 watching now, though. So, well, maybe, shoot, I was really hoping that Diego would be able to jump in here and discuss the game, because I haven't really heard, because he finished it before me. He started it after I did, but he had more time to play, more opportunities, so he ended up finishing it before me in 3 sessions, and I basically did 3 sessions too. So I'm still guessing he probably finished it, like, if my playtime was like 8 hours and something, I'm guessing his was probably like 5.5, 6. Well, no, it was probably 6 or 6.5 would be my guess. So he probably finished it about an hour and a half. Anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours quicker than I did. I might be wrong. When I talk with him, we'll have to figure it out. But I think when I stream the next time, I'm gonna have him join the party and we'll talk about it right then. I would really have liked to do it now, because this would be the best opportunity for you. We just finished the game. I shared my thoughts, and we would have got maybe a different perspective. I think for the most part, though, Diego would probably agree with me. There is one thing that I was gonna mention. I'm not sure if I want to mention it now, but anyway, I'll mention it with Diego when we talk about it. There was one review thing I looked at a while ago, which is basically somebody that was criticizing the game. I think some of their points were wrong, some of them were okay, but then there was one point that they basically criticized, like, oh, Jill's like in this remake, she seems kind of like a feminist, or like, but not like, just like a sort of semi-angry feminist. I can't remember how they worded it, but anyway, and I was like, it's like, well, and I was thinking kind of with like the way the hairstyle works and the hairstyle looks, it's like, I don't know if I'd really go that far, but this was, I don't think she seemed like that through the first part of the game, but it's there was like two comments, or two, like, the way she looked, it was partly the way her face was animated when she said it, and the way she said some of the lines in this session, that I was like, you know what, I kind of see it. Like, I think it's still kind of overall a stupid criticism, because the game doesn't really make any have any kind of agenda to push with that, or it's not like saying like, oh, men are bad, female empowerment, it's not really doing that. It's just, I mean, it's not like that is an aspect, I guess, to show that, like, it's like she's like a female, like, just like Claire was a good female character. Like, Jill's a pretty good female character, although she's definitely weaker than Claire in terms of the way the character development went. Like, Claire's shows a lot more depth to her character than Jill does, and this one just kind of feels like it's like the beginning of Jill's saga, or sort of. Well, maybe not necessarily the beginning, but it's like just one snapshot, because like they even seem to like tease in the end. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop Umbrella, once and for all." So there's something that's probably gonna follow. I don't know if there's anything in the actual Resident Evil games that maybe she's in Resident Evil 4 or something like that. I should probably do some research just on who the characters are in all the Resident Evil games that have come out. But it seems like they haven't done some sort of a sequel that kind of follows up on the events of Resident Evil 3 with Jill, then, or at least, anyway, if basically there seems to be more to this story, like there could be, and if it doesn't already exist, then they could, end up creating that as a new original game in the future. So, but anyway, the whole thing with her, being like a feminist or whatever, is like, it's mainly due to like I said, the way she delivers the lines, and the way her face, like, I was like, it kind of does look like there's certain faces that like just look like that girl's a feminist, and obviously she doesn't have any like the crazy, any kind of weird piercings or crazy eyes exactly, or any kind of like dyed hair or anything like that, but there's still something about it, and the way, especially mainly if it weren't for the delivery of the lines, I don't think it would be enough. But just like the combination of all that, it's like, okay, yeah, she kind of does. It's not that she seems like a feminist exactly. It's more like she just reminds me of that type of person. But like I said, like, overall, I think it's not a very good criticism, because the game never really kind of pushes an agenda like that. It's just the very fact of Jill being a character in the game and just existing in the game, I guess you could say, it pushes a sort of female empowerment narrative, but I wouldn't say a feminist narrative. I mean, maybe an old feminist narrative, but not anything that stems from the way the feminist ideology, well, now it's an ideology. Before it was just like, you know, equal rights, but now it's like it's something totally different. So getting political in this one. But anyway, so overall characters, I think I like the commander dude, like the commander guy from the Umbrella, to the UBCS or whatever, Umbrella Corps soldiers. Anyway, he didn't have a whole lot of role in the game, but I thought he was a pretty good character. And then Nikolai's a fairly decent bad guy, but yeah, basically just everything about this just notch below. Okay, so I'm gonna go here and just say my rating too to end this off. So I'm thinking this game is probably a 7 out of 10. I'd have to think it over more. It's like a high 7 in my opinion, but it could go to an 8. Resident Evil 2 was like a 9. It was like a middle 9. So it wasn't like super close to a 10, but it was a solid 9. It definitely was not in range of being. So it's like, basically it's a great game. You need to play it. If you haven't played it, go out and play it already. Unless it's totally not your type of game. This thing, whenever I give a game a rating, it's always with the caveat. It's like, if this is like the type genre of game you like, and if it is a rare genre and you're not sure, then there has to be some other criteria in which you kind of say, oh, well, you know, this, if you like these other type of games that are similar, or just you describe enough about the experience that people can kind of get an idea of what it is. But as it is, just generally, if I give anything like a 9 out of 10 or higher, it's like, just go out and play this, unless you already know that it's not something you'd like. But if you kind of have an idea for what it is, or if you've never heard of it, but like the concept seems interesting, or anything intrigues you about it, then just go out and play it. But like with a 7, it's like, generally that means it's good. I would say pretty. Sometimes I'd say pretty good. I'd say good. This is probably like a higher 7, so I'd say this is a good game. But like, you know, it's got some flaws, some things that hold it back. But overall execution was done pretty well, and it pretty much meets all the expectations for a game in its genre. I mean, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. It's part of the reason RE2 even gets a 9.2 is partly because just replayability, and I don't know. I think, to be honest, I think just me saying that like Resident Evil 2 is firing on all cylinders, and then to say that like RE3 remake is firing at like 70% of what RE2 was, just to say, like, you know, any way I can put this analogy, just say like every aspect of it is just like one notch down, or maybe even a couple notches down, but just like overall it's just lower bars, but still it's still satisfactory. That's like the perfect summation of this game compared to RE2, and I would, for that very reason, I think it's maybe even would lower it more than 2 points and something. So like, I don't even think it's definitely not an 8. It's for sure not a 9 and 10. I'm pretty sure if somebody gave it an 8, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're wrong. But I'd be like, well, it's not my opinion, but you know, I can understand somebody giving it an 8. You know, like 9 or 10 seems way too high for this game. But we'll do maybe, I'll say it's like a middling 7. So like if it was on Metacritic, I'd probably give it like a 75. So it's actually, I'm thinking middle of the road, because, and it was when I said the phrase, it's like, you know, it meets the expectations for a game in its category. I'm like, but did it though? It's like there's actually a couple, like, some ways it exceeded, some ways it, I don't know if I'd exactly say it meets. Like, it sort of does, but it's like, I guess it like maybe it checks the boxes, but it doesn't necessarily do it very. It's like super good. But I don't know. I guess it's definition of meeting the expectation. But no, it's a solid 7 out of 10. I think. Maybe I'll change it to an 8 later. I don't know. But for right now, I'm saying it's a solid 7 out of 10. I will decide and have my official rating. Like, this is my sort of unofficial, but probably official. I will give it an official score when me and Diego talk about it in the next RE3 live stream, which I don't know when that will be. I'm going to try to do it maybe tomorrow night, though. So, well, yeah, tomorrow night. So it'll be sometime around, probably 10 p.m., 9 or 9:30, 10 p.m. And yeah, tomorrow we will be doing, or whenever the next stream is, it'll be good because me and Diego will be playing Resident Evil Resistance then. So we won't be playing the single player, but we'll talk about the single player a bit. I might even decide to make it our discussion of it a dedicated video, perhaps. I don't know. We will see. But I think before I give a final, yeah, that is my unofficial rating because we haven't played Resistance. So Resistance is what could bump it up to an 8, basically. If Resistance is weak and it's just sort of forgettable or whatever, it's not really gonna bring the game down in a major way. Like, I'd have to think about it. Like, yeah, it's not gonna bring it down to like a 6. Well, I don't know. I think part of me even giving this a 7, like being like it is a 7 and maybe hoping to maybe give it an 8, or is just because I'm sort of, it's like a gray area. Resistance is an unknown quantity. I've heard some stuff about it. Really nothing specific. I just know kind of what the basic idea of it is, and then I've heard everybody's opinion is kind of just like, it's okay, or maybe like, it's pretty good. It's all right, you know. No like extreme praise, but from my personal experience, it's an unknown quantity. So I'm kind of leaving that in the air, and that's why I'm not. It's why I'm not giving it a official rating yet, but it's also why I'm kind of giving the game the benefit of the doubt at the moment and just saying 7 out of 10. So maybe it could even drop to a 6, but I think most likely it probably won't. It's probably safe at a 7. Resistance can only elevate it, because I'd say this is more than a decent game, because at like 6 it's like, it's decent, you know, it's okay, you know, but I'd say it was good. Like, I enjoyed my time with it. So it's a 7. Very, very low chance that Resistance would be able to lower it. It can only basically raise the bar at this point. Well, it can only raise it or do nothing. So anyway, that's me done for this. I don't know when Diego left. I hope he saw the end. But he hadn't commented since the towards the end of the fuse box section, so it was quite a while ago. So anyway, but thank you guys all for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game if you've played it, and otherwise, you know, just let me think of what you think of my thoughts on it. But and I hope that if you have listened to this part, or if you listen to the video, whatever part of the video, if it's part of a video or a separate video that me and Diego do, I hope it informs your purchase. It's just, you know, a fun conversation to listen to, interesting things to say about it. Might help us find some. It'll just offer different perspectives that I find valuable. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like. Do all that good stuff. If you liked the video, or even if you didn't. Have a good one.